This simple tutorial is to demonstrate how to create a calculator, a simple calculator in Java programming. So if you see the design, we have two text box for us to input the numbers, and there's a text view where the result will be displayed. There are 6 buttons here: the add, subtract, multiply, divide, modulus, and clear. So we have the ID for the edit text box. For the first number, we need edit to put the ID, I'm sorry. Same is true with the second number, the text view. For the button, we need to put the ID, on click button name. So what we are going to do now is to open our Android Studio. So we create an empty, we name it as my simple calculator. Okay. Okay. So um, let's start with the design. Okay, we increase a little bit. Okay. So we don't need the hello world, so we'll just delete that one. See, if you look at the design, so first thing you need to do is a calculator. Okay, so we need a text view, um, calculator, and okay, maybe we change the font to 36, font maybe a little bit condensed light. Okay, then constraint it to center. So, okay, then we have here, let's see, make it as 40. Okay, so the next is to create the first two edit text box. So text, use the plain text here. Okay, so here you name it as edt number 1. That's the ID for this. Then you put the hint as first number, remove the text here. So that's what you need only. We need the hint, we need to put the ID number, then constraint. So center it, align to here, maybe make it as 24. Another text box. Okay, in first ID first, edt number 2. Okay, let's remove that one. You change this hint to second number, then constraint it, align here, align here, align here, then change to 24. Okay, then the next one is text view. Okay, change the font size to maybe 24, and okay, remove the text. Here we have to put some name. What's the name we here? Oh, okay, I think this one is txt answer. So, okay, so we name it as id txt answer, then constraint, okay, 32. Okay, so a little bit here. So the next thing we need to do is to drag or to create buttons for these 6 buttons here. So what I'm going to do now is to drag a simple button. Okay, we name it as, what's the name we use here? Add button. So add button, then we'll change the text to add. Okay, maybe you change to here, then change to here. So we change to 24, change to 24. Okay, what I'm going to do now is, instead of dragging 6 buttons here, it's easier to just copy the text. So you go to the code here, instead of the design you go to the code. So where is the button that we created? Yeah, here is the button that we have created. So I will just copy this one, copy, paste. So on this ID for, let's see, sub button. Okay, then name is subtract parent, text answer. Okay, or do we see this one here? Okay, so start off, I will copy this start off at plus id that add button. Okay, so the design will be, oops, what happened? Okay, I think we need to delete that one, then constraint it here, check it as 24. Okay, on button. Okay, we'll copy that one again and just replace it to multiply button. You change to multiply, then instead of add, sub. Okay, if you see the design, okay, here is it. So you can create another one, copy this one again. Okay, so we name it as div button, div. Okay, so start button, we will use the content. Okay, so here we can use this, so no need to, and then delete this one. Then text add answer, we just add a button. Okay, so if you do the design, there is it. So copy again this one. This is a little bit faster if you dragging the button here, because especially if your mouse is not accurate enough, a little bit difficult to manipulate. Using the code is faster. Yeah, mode, we use the modulus here. Okay, I need to remove that one too. I'll copy this, then change it to so let's see, div. Okay, div. Okay, so the design is like, oh, what happened? Why is it end of a start end of a button? Oh, okay. And then the last one is for the clear button. clear. So this is the ID. Instead of, for example, here you're creating the object and creating an ID here, we'll just type in here. Then we have clear mode button. Okay, so we have now a design exactly the same as what we required here. Okay, the next one is we are going to create a code for this. So first thing you need to do is to declare variables for this. I need to declare variables for edit text and text box. So private edit text. Okay, so we name it as edt num1, edt num2. These two variables will hold the content of these two text box, edit text box. Okay, then we declare also private text view. Let's see, txt results. Okay, then I need to declare two variables for string to hold the value of the two edit text. So string str1, str2, oops, 2. Then another two variables for integer num1, num2. So those are the variables that we need. So the first thing that we need to do is to validate the, or to capture the value input from here, from the two text box. So how will you do that? We have to create a methods for get number. So public, I use it boolean, let's see, get number. Okay, so maybe define the edit text for num1, first and second number. So what to do that is edit, we declare upstairs here the two variables, so you copy that one. Okay, I will use for some equal, so edit text, then find id r.id dot the name of the text box is edit text num1. You can copy that one here, make it as num2, num2. And the next one is to get the value for text box, assign it to here, copy that one, text view, find view r.id dot txt answer. That's the one, that's the name of this one, this answer. Okay, semicolon. Alright, so we define the edit text, so we will comment as define the text view variable. And the next one is we will assign the content of this text box to the string that we declared upstairs. Okay, I think I need to put private here, private for sure. So str1 gets okay, so we will get edt num1 dot get text dot to string. So that's it. So the next one will get the other one, another change it to str2. Okay, so now we are going to validate the value of str1 and str2 using an if statement. So if str, you have to put another str1 dot equals, let's see, null, and where are we? Str2 dot equals null, or str1 dot equals, let's see, blank. Okay, and str2 dot equals, okay. So that is our if statement. So if you evaluate this one, it says here that if the value of this one is equal to null, the value of equal to null, or if the value of this one is equal to blank, then uh, let's see, string str, or let's see, res equal to please enter a value. That's the content of the string, dot. Then you display that res, so txt, that's the value of, yeah, text result, sorry, results dot set text now, then res. Okay, else, okay, so under this you have to return false, because the content of the text box are blank, so that it will return false. So now we are going to evaluate the true part. So the variable that we use upstairs is num1. So num1 gives, since it's integer, so integer dot parse int edt text num1 dot get text, okay, to string, semicolon. So num2, oh, okay, just copy it, copy paste, we change it to 2, okay, then return true. Okay, so now, so these are the you see, you analyze this one. This method allows us to um, get the value of the two text box, then get the value of the text answer. Now then the next one is you convert it to a string, assign it to str1, and validate it. So if it's blank, it returns false, so it will not allow you to calculate null values or blank values. Okay, so the next one, if you analyze, we use the I think we made some missing here. Okay, so here I will add some on click. Let's see, on add click. Okay, so we go to add. Where is that add button? Add, yeah, so we'll add that one. Copy, so mol, okay, div mode, then clear. So because if you look at your design, we need some on click name here, so that's what we did here. Okay, now we have not created yet a method for this one, so it's highlighted as red, or syntax error, according to the Android Studio. So what we are going to do now is to create a method for that. Okay, we'll start with add, copy that one, so public void, paste that one, view. Okay, so that is a method for add. So the code for this is if get number, the name of the method that we created here, this one. Okay, then begin. We have here int sum gets num1 num2, that's it. Then set the text, so the results that set text, maybe let's see, answer plus. Okay, so you now have the integer, that because it's this one is integer, so we have to use an integer, then use to string then sum. Okay, all right. So then the next one, you can copy this one for method for subtract, paste it, then you click it for sub, then change this to minus because it's subtraction. Okay, copy that again, method for multiplication, all, then instead of subtraction, use asterisk for multiplication, paste again for division, so div. Okay, now here I will be using double for here. Okay, now you have to force this, or what you call this one, you are forced to double, then divide. Okay, then tap in, and this one will be double. Okay, all right. And then this one is division, modulus, mod, then use percentage for modulus. Okay, and the last one method for is for clear on solve clear. So we have removed this now, that if statement. The clear is just to clear the text box and then the text view. So the command for that is we start with edit text. Now one dot set text. Okay, edit num2 dot set text, then answers, txt and results dot set text. Okay, so that's it. That's the main code of the program. So if you go back here, we declare variables under this activity. After the end, you add this. Okay, add method. You will just add this one. Subtract method, multiplication, division. You just divide. Yeah, the issue with division is that, for example, if the value of num2 is 0, then most probably this program will create an error because it doesn't allow the program to divide numbers divisible by 0. You have to create what they call this one, trapping or error trapping to evaluate if the value of num2 is 0. Okay, so we will try to check again any underline. You make sure that all the codes has no underlined red, because underline automatically considered as a what you call this one, a syntax error. Okay, we will now run. Let's see how it works. Okay, you will notice here there's a simple calculator here. I will remove that later. So we have now, you can now input numbers here. Let's see, 1 1 2. Let's see, 1 2, and if you click add, the answer is 1 to 2. Subtract 100, multiply, divide, modulus, clear. Perfect. So what we will do is we'll try to remove these simple calculators here. So to do that, I will stop first this one. I think it's found in, is it my, in manifest. You open this one and you will notice here the simple calculator is here, the label. You can remove this one, just delete that one, then Run again, and you will notice here the title bar at the top is deleted. You can remove this blue here if you like. We'll test this one again. Oops. Okay, you can multiply, divide, modulus. You will notice here if you divide there is a 1.0 because we convert this as, if you see our program here, the divide allows us to convert it to double. Okay. Okay, add. Alright, so this is just a simple program. If you cannot follow, you can uh, slow down the video, then follow the code that we have done in order to create a basic calculator in Android programming. Thank you.